Hello, people. Welcome to the Game Cave, also known as the Void. We are playing Tyranny. Let's head back to our spire. The mountain spire. Venturing as well. Oh yeah. We wanna see if we can make any weapons. Alright. Encounter in Vendriansville. After a few hours of difficult travel through an area with dense undergrowth, you happen upon a small stream where you can refill your water skins and wash the sweat from your brow. Nearby you spot a large copse of narrow trees with leaf-bearing vines coiling around their trunks. As the vines snake upward, dozens of thin, yellowish-green stems spring forth along the plant's cane. Some of them stiff and upright, others drooping downward like long hairs. At the end of these stems, an explosion of bright orange berries radiates outward, ripe and abundant. To your eye, they appear to be bristleberries. They're a very distinctive fruit, nutritious and energizing. They are also, unfortunately, exceedingly similar in appearance to bristlebane, a berry that is tolerated by beastmen and animals, but rather toxic to humans. Let's examine the berries themselves. Clustered together in tight drupelets, the berries vary from bright orange to yellowish orange color. The size of each individual fruit differs slightly between bristleberry and bristlebane. It is very difficult to determine without the two side by side. Okay, what about the leaves then? The leaves, extending from the main vine, is bright green and lobed, with edges resembling undulating hills. This matches an old saying you recall about the berries. Leaves like hills, safe from chills. Leaves like rain, unending pain. The berries appear to be safe. Eat the berries. You adopt a cautious approach, filling your pouches with berries while eating only a single cluster. The fruit is sweet and tart, surprisingly juicy for its size, and thought of immediately eating another handful is tantalizing. But you restrain yourself. With the stream as your guide, you cut down the dense forest and eventually reach the main road with little difficulty. Oh. Refreshed, minus recovery time, and invigorated. That's pretty good. The rush of sugar and euphoria puts a spring in your step. Certainly you spotted your edible berry from the toxic, and you tear into your pouches to devour the berries. Invigorated by every bite. Satisfied, you bound down the road. Satisfied, right? Revitalized for the journey to come. Excellent. Let's see, do I have any more coffee in this thing, or... A little bit, maybe. A little bit. Okay, so let's use this to travel. Yeah, there's Corpse Eye. Fatebinder Casper. Let's go to Corpse Eye. Let's see what he has to offer.
Well, if it ain't the big bad boss, come to take a look at my wares, handpicked from the finest of battlefield corpses, I can assure you.
Scarlet Chorus member is a milky... Oh, the Scarlet Chorus member's milky dead eyes roll in their sockets as he bows deeply, mocking you.
What'll it be, boss?
Mind your tongue. I'd killed for less.
And all this time, I thought it was the only eyes. It was only my eyes I had to worry about. Yeah, alright. I know when to bite my tongue.
Good. Let's see what you have in stock. Okay. He's got some cool shit here. He's got the Crimson Great Spear. That's pretty good. Of course, it doesn't match up to Sever, but if I switch to my other spear, it's quite a lot better, although less armor penetration. There's also a scythe. Also, Crimson Spear armor. Heavy armor, eh? So, they're like, yeah. This guy's a Scarlet Chorus, dude. Don't know if I, like that or not. Let's see, can I use this to travel? Oh! As you concentrate, it would appear you can begin the same trance you saw glimpses of in the previous spire. No, let's not do that. We need, to keep our wits about us. So, what I could do is travel to the Ocean Spire. It'll take 15 minutes. That is acceptable, I think. There we go. Right, Volus, Master of Smiths. Hello.
Greetings, Fatebinder. How may I help you?
I found these hilt in the old walls. What can you tell me about it?
That looks like the hilt of Sentinel, one of the finest swords the Forgebound has ever made. With this, I could recreate it if you want.
Okay, I've also found these plans and this metal in the old walls. Can you make this for me?
These are the plans for Scorn, and you have the metal we need to make it.
Have you completed forging an item for me? Your recruits are hard at work. Let me know when you want it done. Oh. But new fire aspired forge plans. Okay. Can be created. So I click this, right? Forge. No, that's for upgrading. What about Tamarin? Yeah, show me what you have for sale. Pyre string bow. Well, it sounds cool, but does it do anything? It's just pierce damage. Pyre string, I would think that it would, you know, do some fire damage or something. Here's Vora. Master of Smiths. Alright, let's talk to him again then. I want you to forge something for me.
Certainly, Fatebinder.
Artifact, Alchemist's Gloves. Plus 20, you control, life. Okay. Long, recruits needed at the Forge 4. Okay, yeah. Commander's Fate. This is a heavy armor. Modifiers apply the Lash, Will of Command, Call to Battle, Resurgence, and Undying. Okay, and redeploy. Instantly swap positions with a companion. Both of you and your ally receives a boost of vitality and finesse until the end of combat. These effects will scale with the commander plate's renown. He's got Nightwalker's boots. Shadow Stride. Teleport behind an enemy and attack, dealing significant bonus damage. Damage increases with the Nightwalker's boots renown. I don't have the parts. I need Hound's Hide Mantle to get that. Plus 2 trap detection. Okay. What about Sentinel? Fighters who have an advanced edge will adopt swords like Sentinel early in their career. Tradition holds that the wielder etches a tasteful representation of their life's path along the flat of the blade, and anyone who picks it up after their death will know their story. This practice gave way to complicated laws of inheritance and has faded from popularity. Right. So I need the broken hilt to do this. Value. A bunch of rings. 60 bronze rings. 15 bronze ingots. Doesn't seem like much, does it? It's two-handed. What about Scorn? Oh yeah, that's a javelin. Yeah. Yeah, let's not do that. But I do think I want them to make the Alchemist's Glove and give that to the 10 hides. Wait, barely. What about the Commander's Plate? Okay. Let's forge the Commander's Plate. Your recruits have begun crafting. Let's also tell them to craft another thing. Certainly, Fatebinder. Oh, they're busy. Well, shit. The Hawkeye Helm. Battered helm. Right. Plus 10 accuracy. Do I actually have the Hawkeye Helm? Enchanted cloth slippers. These slippers are sewn from the fine materials. Their intent is to allow the navigation of serene royal grounds without disruption. So got some good magic defense on that. I wish I could sort this list from, you know, control atrophy, control gravelight. Okay, cool. Sword, sorcerer's blade. Immunity to Hubble. Heavy armor. Interesting. Thieves' bravado. Oh, plus 50 parry while health below 35. Well, shit. This is pretty good. This is a dagger, right? Yeah. Twice forged bronze shirt. Pretty simple. Simplicity. Ah. The staff. Gives plus 5 to all magic skills. So that's probably good if you're, well, this here is also nice. Exquisite, in fact. Crashing Thunder. Stunned for 3 seconds. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Plans for Crashing Thunder. So I could do this. And it's two-handed. And we can increase it afterwards. I did get the Commander Plate wrap because I wanted the redeploy ability. What I wonder about is Barak. Can I upgrade Barak's armor? That was a thing, right? Only Barak can equip this. Yes, upgrade. 5 hours. It will give him more armor. Yeah. Fused iron boots. Upgrades to quality superior. Right, so we upgrade the quality. Let's go with the armor first then. Alright, crafting complete. And we can go up to exquisite as well to gain some more armor. And the final one, masterwork. Okay, good. Now the same for the helm. And, oh, we'd like the final one. Right, unarmed damage. Okay, that's all we can get for now. Right, I don't have enough iron ingots. I could maybe buy some. Vora. The young forge-bound kneels down, quietly observing the molten metal flowing onto the forge. taking in every detail in awe. She almost doesn't notice your approach.
Ah, Fatebinder. My apologies for being so distracted. I've just never seen a forge as impressive as this.
She stands up and dusts off her knees. Care to buy something? I do. I would. Thank you very much. Apprentice armor. Well, it doesn't seem like much. No. I have an iron spiked helm. It looks pretty mean, actually. Looks pretty mean. Regus. Let's talk to Regus. The man shuffles back further towards the wall behind him, avoiding as much eye contact with the horizon as possible.
Fatebinder.
The man nods to you, but his eyes continually dart to the horizon behind you as he speaks.
I appreciate the opportunity to serve you. I just never imagined that such heights would be involved.
He's forge bound. Show me what you have for sale. Sage's boots, eh? Disengagement defense. Earthshaker hood. Sage's hood. Char-coated leather girdle. Plus 10 armor fire. Okay, fire resistant. I don't know why it says stolen. Plus 10 armor fire, right? Plus 10 fire armor. That should, but why does it say stolen? That's such a strange I don't know how that fucking works, man. I just don't. Exquisite. What are you wearing compared to this? Compare. Sage's robes, heavy leather armor. Oh, it's -4 armor, right? And it's the same recovery, basically. Or does it not have recovery? Yeah, that's the thing. Sage's armor has no recovery penalty, only deflection. But I don't know.
Right.
I could use the armor. Ah, Praxis, Master of Smelting. The man bows deeply before you.
Esteemed Fatebinder Roland, with so many hours spent in the forge, we artisans are a bit prone to gossip. Needless to say, the Fatebinder of the Mountain Spire has been the subject of many a conversation while working the bellows.
He fidgets with his hammer and anxiously for a moment before lowering his voice.
If I may be so bold, I have a question for you.
Okay, you may ask. Praxis's eyes light up with the same intensity of the forge behind him.
From where does Kairos' power truly stem? Is it from the magic of edicts? Is it from archons, or perhaps from the loyal subjects and their toil?
I'd argue that the commoners of the world are the source of Kairos' power. It is their collective submission that legitimizes Kairos' rule.
Yes, one's power is often measured by how great we perceive that power.
Praxis quietly nods to himself for a moment, almost forgetting you were ever there.
Ah, my apologies for indulging myself in the philosophical. Is there anything I can do for you?
What have you made for me?
I don't have anything for you at the moment. Check back later.
Generate items for you. Okay.
Can't do that.
Thantos, Master of Brazing.
Fatebinder.
The man crosses his arms, revealing scorch-marked forearms.
These forges burn with energy I have not seen in some time.
His eyes return to the flames of the forge.
It must be true that these spires enhance all matters of magic.
What have you made? Nothing. Well, how useful. Tamarin Volas, Master of Smiths. Okay. Alright, well, it's something. They're working on the... They're still working on the commander plate, right? Can I see the progress anywhere? Oh yes, progress on commander's plate. Cool. Right, and we did hire in every single recruit we could. Recruits 3 out of 6. I don't know what else we will do. Let's see here. Why don't we travel back to the Twin Rivers? We haven't been there yet. Teleport! Yeah, I forgot to read the text there, but I hovered over it so that you guys could pause and read it for yourself. In case you're wondering. I had already clicked, and there's no way to unclick.
Help us before they kill us all!
Brother Kalis. Flushed with fatigue and wide-eyed with panic, a Brotherhood warrior bounds towards you, fleeing the sun of battle.
To arms!
Sorry, but your luck just got worse.
Yeah.
Then defend yourself, honorless scum!
Tired and trembling, the soldier squares off his stance and readies his weapon. Okay. Let's,
Could this weapon be any more useless?
Right, so it is actually... Right. So now I could use... how many... Can I see how many breaths she has? Oh yeah, down there. Okay, Siren. Use this. Whatever that is. Oh, there's a lot here. You know, that spear is actually quite cool. I think I may like going spears in general. Right, let's draw their power away from them. Well, we cast some spells their way. I really like the boulder. No, not that one. This thing. Right? Siren. False pit. Charge fit. Right, spectral blur. Unravel minds. Well, let's use spectral blur. Okay. I'm there, alright. Good to know. That shout's done, alright. Fuck yeah. Dun dun. Stalwart surge. Yeah, let's do that. Right. To unravel minds.
I know my own strength.
Excellent. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum, mischievous mass.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
Oh, that didn't cheat much.
This weapon is useless. On your knees, worm.
Okay. She seemed to be doing fine, actually, with the AI on. That's okay. Here's some place we can go though. Thick underbrush. Alright, go through the brush. And there is something here. Oh. Ooh. Tangleroot braid. I think he may already have regenerating. Yeah. And he has frozen burst when critically hit. Oh yeah, that's good for him. Regent's Pride. Steadfast. Oh, hold on. Resolve. Wait. How can I see what it actually does? +3 resolve. On the steadfast insignia. What's this? Immune to poison. I think I'll take the regenerate. Because that will make me immune to poison, right? Let's instead make Siren immune to poison. Unless... Oh yeah, he is also... Okay, good. Good, good. Right. So what is this then? Loose dirt. Dig. Alright, do that. Beneath the dirt you find a collection of bones wrapped in tattered crimson rags. A shining medallion bears the insignia of the Blood Chanter Order among the bones. Right. So, okay, let me try that. A shining medallion bearing the insignia of the Blood Chanter Order rests among the bones. There we go. Good job. Good. Fantastic. Let's see. Markings on the bones indicate that these blood chanters were killed by iron weapons of the disfavored.
Disfavored killing the chorus? Not unheard of in these times, but these bodies are much older than recent events.
It would seem the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus started their feud a little earlier than we thought. Interesting. So the bastard was telling the truth then, right? Right. Oh, and Lantry gained a level. Right. Let's get cooldown reduction, I think. And what do we get now? I guess improving the lore skill is pretty good. Earn it instructor, right. Let's improve his lore skill, because that means he's going to be able to cast more complicated spells and whatnot. Yeah, everybody.
Yes.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on.
Can't
Well, there's a broken bridge. Let's just have a look around here first. I don't want to...
I can't.
yeah, see, this guy here has something. I don't want to miss out on any loots. Okay. Let's see what we can do then. The bridge has collapsed and is completely unusable in its current state. Looks like we can... Okay. So we'll go across with our athletic skill. River has been crossed. Bronze Brotherhood axe. And over here, a mug. Stuff. There's something also. A bronze dagger, alright. The imposing wall looms over the rivers, stretching up and out of sight.
To battle!
Oh, here we go. Ah, there's more of them over there. Yeah. Flesh to stone. Let's turn this guy to stone. It didn't work. Oh well, we can slow him down then instead. Right, let's use that. Combo abilities. Oh yeah, what is this thing? Shattered stone. Let's Roland and Siren. Okay, so it's my athletics and Siren's performance. Foe area of effect damage. And days. Okay, that seems cool. Siren, yeah, let's have that ready, shall we? The Fatebinder rips a large chunk of stone from the earth and tosses it into the air. Siren then unleashes a shattering note onto the boulder that causes it to explode and send raining stones down from the sky, damaging the enemies in the area. The power of Siren's voice impacting the boulder causes a shockwave to follow the explosion, dazing enemies in a large area. And it's one per encounter, so let's use that now.
Will do.
Here you go! Boom!
Cause more harm than this useless weapon.
Oh, shush it. Just you shush. Boulder, bitch.
That attack didn't work.
He surrendered. Oh, it just continues to go. It doesn't stop. Right. God damn it.
I'll take care of it.
Whoops.
Welby. Welby puts up a hand, looking up at you from your knees. I yield, Fatebinder. This fight is not worth my life. You have won. Her breath is ragged and wet. Where did Ritomen go? He must be stopped. This is not your concern, Fatebinder. I might not agree with what Ritomen is doing, but I will not have someone come in and take care of my problems for me. He will be stopped, but I will be the one to stop them. Not my concern. He is endangering an entire city. This is well beyond the Brotherhood's concern. Welby stares at you for a few moments before finally sagging, defeated. You are right. Ritomen has sealed himself in the old walls, and Myrick took the only other keystone. I can't open the doors for you. You need the keystone. She winces and touches her side. Her fingers come away red. And where is Myrick? Welby sighs and shakes her head. I'm sorry. Ritomen, I wanted to save you, even though I knew I couldn't. She looks up at you, pale and shaking. Myrick headed off towards the Surdish March. I was hoping to bring more of my brothers back here to regroup. She coughs, flecks of blood spraying across the ground in front of her. Well, that can't be good. She slumps forward onto the ground, dead. Alright. So, Grizzly hide boots, vigor, plus 20 max health. You don't fucking say. Okay then. I think this is for our sage there, unless he has better. Do you have better? No. And Siren has her get up, so that's fine.
On it.
Also, there's some loots. Bane Essence. Some other stuff as well. There's a lot of things to grab around here, it seems. Let's climb up here with our athletics skill.
Fuck yeah.
Ah, there's Sandro. Stay back! I'm armed! Clad in the piecemeal feathers. The sweaty man sizes you up, relaxing slightly as he reads your features.
Leave me alone, please. I'm sick and wish to be left alone. I don't wish to speak to anyone right now.
You seem nervous, not ill.
Indeed I am. I can't stomach it anymore. I thought I could get used to seeing people die, but the Brotherhood and their raids, there's just no end in sight.
He kicks at the soil, his hands idly playing with his necklace as his feet shuffle anxiously.
I just want to be away from the folk at the crossing right now.
You're somewhat oddly dressed for a Bronze Brotherhood mercenary. He looks down at what he's wearing.
Oh, I'm not actually a Brotherhood soldier.
He stops for a moment, gauging your reaction.
It was the only way I could get out of Lethian's Crossing alive. Dea was trying to find me. I thought it best to disguise myself as a Brotherhood sellsword and follow them. I found a dead brother and donned some of his armor. I didn't really have time to figure out how to put it all on, but it worked well enough to get me here.
I know you killed Dea's wife.
What? You must be joking. I would never.
His mouth moves, but no words form as he steps back a pace.
It is a lie.
His eyes dart about the many directions he could run. We'll block him from fleeing. Stepping forward and planting your leg down firmly, you trip Sandro as he bolts forward into a sprint. Landing first on his knees, then his hands, Sandro curses and hollers in surprise. When the dust settles, he limply rises to his knees, shoulders slumped in defeat.
May Kairos strike me down if I'm lying.
He trembles pitifully.
I didn't kill Phaedra. She did. It was Dea.
You saw Phaedra die?
I won't be forgetting it, no matter how hard I try.
He wipes at his eye, his body shaking.
It was Dea. I watched her kill her own wife.
He takes several long breaths, doubling over in panic.
It was during the last raid, when the brigands attacked.
Why would Dea kill her own wife?
How should I know? Dea was never very happy with her, and if she wasn't happy, that Daedra and I were friends, Phaedra should never have married her. I told Phaedra it was a bad idea, but she wouldn't listen, and now she's dead.
What could Dea possibly have gained from Phaedra's death?
What any woman could gain. Land.
Oh yeah, that's right. Women inherit land in this game. Phaedra owned her house in Lethian's Crossing. Not many can make that claim. Okay. Why are you wearing Phaedra's necklace then?
This?
He touches the simple turquoise medallion around his neck.
It's mine. Phaedra bought it to me in Arden 10 years ago.
Sandra looks about.
Did Dea tell you this was Phaedra's necklace? That's absurd. This necklace is a symbol of friendship. Of the friendship Phaedra and I had.
I see. If you're lying by omission, I'll personally toss you into the dungeons at Bastard City. Alarmed, Sandro throws up his arms to stave you off.
Please, have mercy. You see, Phaedra, well, she was Lethian's granddaughter. As Lethian's only known female heir, she inherited the land that Lethian's Crossing sits on. But she didn't make a fuss about it. She just did whatever was needed to ensure the future of the town and left it at that.
He looks around nervously and whispers.
Dea, on the other hand, wanted more. I think she'd taxed the merchant till near death. Till near their breaking point. Right, if she was able.
You're saying Dea married Phaedra for her land?
Essentially, yes. I don't think Dea ever loved Phaedra. She's always had other motives. Phaedra was head over Kairos in love. Head over Kairos, really? Come on. Phaedra was head over Kairos in love with Daedra. She was charismatic. I always knew what to say to make Phaedra smile. But as soon as Phaedra's back was turned, Dea's fangs would start to show. In a matter of speaking, I mean.
Why should I believe any of this? The soldier's slump and a defeated look crosses his face.
I don't have any proof. All I can do is trust that, as a Fatebinder, you know what I'm saying is true.
It seems Dea and I need to talk.
Speak with your blade, not just your words.
Sandro scowls, making a slashing motion with his hand.
Thank you for hearing me out. She's never been the friendliest person, but I didn't think Dea could do something like this.
Listen,
Sorry,
I believe this guy. But I'll take your bow.
Can't
Right.
do that.
It's payment for lying to me the first time. Ooh, okay, stop.
Interesting.
Remove the trap. Yeah. Okay. Now here. There we go. I thought
that?
it would be another trap on the other side of the bridge. I had a feeling.
Sorry,
Da 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 da.
I can't.
Oh, okay. Save? Save? Quick save? Anyone? How do I quick save in this game? F6? Okay, good. Phew. Yeah, these things do not look friendly. Especially this guy. Malice. Attack! Okay. So, we'll let the Siren do whatever she wants, I suppose. And I think me and Barrack is gonna draw some of the ire around here. And Lantry, it would be nice if you would move a little bit. There we go. That's good. Okay, let's smack this guy. Smack! Bad. Bad Spectre. Bad bang. Alright. I don't need this steadfast, do I? It's one per rest, so I don't think so. Favor of the Fatebinder. Actually, it's alright. Why don't we draw some strength from these assholes? Ah, one died already. Alright. Oh, see, here she went ahead and cast Mesmerize again. Well, not Mesmerize, but the... What's that ability of hers called? I forget. It was the big one. The one that draws threat. Bronze Brotherhood armor. Alright, we don't need that. This stuff here also. Oh. Yeah, it's the armor penetration that's really the big thing with that axe. I suppose I don't need armor penetration if I main spear, right? And then I just have that axe as a backup that I can switch to in case the weapon becomes ineffective. Right? That's a pretty good idea. I think I will do so. Alright, here's some more loot. Oh, and there's some loot as well. Nice. We need all the... Oh, iron. Good. See bits of metal flakes surrounding the campfire and a pair of forge-bound tongs. Looks like whoever was here left in a hurry and forgot to take them. Nearby tracks lead to the old wall's entrance. Alright. So, let's go across the river then. And I think we start by going back to Lethian's Crossing and talk to Gino and Dea as well. Surtur's March, yeah, Sunset Spire. There we go.
Wee wow.
Okay. First things first, I think lying to a fate binder, that's the death sentence.
Can't do
right?
that.
Unless we can actually arrest her, I think it may be a death sentence there. But I don't know, we'll see. It depends on whether or not she admits it, I guess. She sounds like quite a little vixen. From what the little kid said. I already forgot his name. Have you settled my blood debt? Dea's voice trembles, her body weary from sobbing. Sandra is done. You tried to kill your wife? Oh, you killed your wife and tried to frame Sandra. How dare you accuse? Her tears streaked eyes widen in surprise. That's so absurd, I can't even... She clutches her head in her hands, bawling. That's preposterous, I couldn't... Dea's face turns from flush to stoic in the blink of an eye. She folds her arms before her and smiles. Well, mount me sideways. I thought I'd gotten away with it. She looks down at her feet. Can't blame me for trying, though. A sly smile crosses her lips. You know, Fatebinder, with Phaedricon, I have inherited everything she owned. Perhaps there is something I could offer you should you decide to leave things be. I'm not interested, and will attack. That's unfortunate. She slides her hand up to her ear, pulling out a long, slender pin. Brandishing the makeshift weapon, she throws herself at you.
Send me your champion! Fall before me!
That's right. Dea's necklace. Grace. +1 finesse. That sounds like something we could give... Verse, right? She needs finesse in order to make her critical hits. Oh yeah, if there was a way that I could have sent her to the dungeons in the Bastard City, I would have done that. But I don't know what the... I mean, the people do seem to mete out, you know, capital punishment rather healthily. Oh, here's Allegan. Where's Gino? Allegan appears visibly shaken by seeing you in the flesh. Fatebinder, he stammers. How good to see you. Where's Gino? He's out fishing. He didn't want to speak to me. He said he needed time to think. He scratches his arm. You didn't say anything to him, did you? I know you've been spreading false rumors about your brother. Allegan's face pales, and he takes a step back. How do you know they're false? I saw the bodies myself. They're Scarlet Cora's blood channers, killed but disfavored. It was a simple mistake, Allegan protests. How do I know if they were chorus members or not? I had no choice, Fatebinder. Allegan backs away. Please, I have a family to take care of. Turns and starts to run away. Here comes Gino, I think. Yes. What's going on here? Halligan is working with the disfavored to smear your name. Gino's eyes glaze in bitter rage.
Why, Halligan?
Oh yeah, I gave him the high-pitched voice.
Why, Halligan, after all these years, why?
His shout echoes throughout the settlement. Halligan shrinks in his place, his knees wobbling in an increasingly difficult effort to keep him from toppling over. Father always favored you, always pushed me around. I just wanted a chance to run things for once. Gino's face grows still, while his lips remain as the only thing in motion.
And you never will. Be gone from here, Halligan. Never show your face again.
Halligan's lips tremble in a failed attempt to mutter a reply, but eventually falls victim to the weight of his head as it droops down. He picks up a small sack nearby and slowly scampers off.
Thank you for settling that horrid affair with the rumors. Unfortunately, my name means nothing in the crossing. Perhaps you, as a Tunon's Fatebinder, can speak to Eldian on my behalf and clear my name?
I will make no promises, but I'll see what I can do.
On it.
Maybe. Alright. We'll try. I don't think we'll press the issue, though.
Should it need be pressed?
Right. Let's speak to Eldian. I don't know how long we've been at this now, but I think we're gonna end this episode shortly. I did not set a timer.
May the silence of peace and the jangling of rings both follow you in all things. What can this old fool do for you?
I was hoping you could clear Gino's name.
I am the elder here, Fatebinder, but my words only hold so much weight. Without any evidence to the contrary, why should people believe one story over the other?
I have seen the bodies myself. There were Scarlet Corps members butchered by disfavored soldiers. Gino is innocent. The claims against them.
If that is the case, how in the tears did the other story even start?
Halligan was working with the disfavored to run Gino out of town for witnessing them bury the bodies.
You have done something wonderful here, Fatebinder. The needs of a small, weak man placed before your own. You are truly a wonderful person, and a force for change in the tears. I will tell the other merchants and settlers the truth of the matter, and clear Gino's name.
Thank you for your understanding. And let's see what he has. Oh yeah, camping supplies. Yeah. So let's speak to Gino then. Maybe he has something for us. A reward would be nice. Just saying. He didn't promise us a discount, didn't he? Although, he is a fucking fish merchant, right? So, I don't know exactly how that's gonna work in our favor. I'd make a Led Zeppelin joke, but I'm not in the mood. I say greetings to you, Fatebinder.
Yeah, greetings to you, Fatebinder. Have you spoken to Eladin and cleared my name?
Yes. He said he wanted to speak to the merchant.
Thank you so much, Fatebinder. Now I can hold my head high in town again. What else can I do for you?
Let me see your wares. Yeah.
Nothing good.
Oh, yeah. Alright, I guess we'll end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Another episode of Let's Play Tyranny. Next time, we're probably going to be heading to, to Deserter's Watch, because we do have a... I think we have a side quest in Deserter's Watch as also, in addition to finding the key that we need. So we'll do that and head to Twin Rivers after that, see if we can't gain access to the old walls. Also, let's see how we're doing here. Alright, it's forging. It is forging. Also, missive. Ah, okay, cool. We got a reply from Fatebinder Meothis, because we have a favor of 1 with Tunon.
Dear Roland,
Based on what you've told me, it seems a stretch to believe that these events are mere coincidence or circumstance, right? Kairos' Edict of Execution was a setup for someone to claim Ascension Hall. To think that Kairos did not know what would happen is a massive underestimation of the Overlord's long view. I concur. Good point. You have been thrust into an area of the mighty. Your options are retreat into obscurity, suicide, or rising to the occasion. I suggest the third option. If I were you, I would use my connection to the spires to see if they will awaken to see if they all will awaken to my present. Every Tearsman sees the spire in the horizon. If they know you are the master of the spires, they will see you each time they look into the sunrise or sunset. Foster a reputation for power. Make others fear you. This is what I've seen Kairos and every living Archon do for as long as I've lived, and there are reasons for this. There is a practical case that power and reputation insulate you from threats. But there is the lesser known element that I can't prove, but I know in my heart to be true. The fear and love of others will strengthen your magic. Okay? The last part I've inferred from my discussions with Blood and Mark, in the few times he has spoken of his gruesome work of slaying those who might rise to threaten the Overlord. He has hinted that it's easier to kill the rogue elements before they become famed and fearsome. In my time, I saw Graven Ash change from an unknown militiaman to a fearsome general, and I can assure you, he did not have the power to shield his warriors in those days, when he was without title or reputation. The Archons will never, ever discuss the origin of their power, because such knowledge might be used against them. But I know all the Archons to be obsessed with the preservation of power. Your connection to the spires will all but guarantee the Archons will want to control and destroy you. It is a question of when, not if. Start thinking and acting like an Archon. As far as I'm concerned, you are an Archon. The Archon of the Spires. We are quick to place labels on powers we easily spot, and history is replete with Archons of fire and ice. It is foolish to think that there must be a word for a thing before an Archon can control it. The other way around, the Archons show us what is possible, and we must step to their dance, right? Okay. Let's inquire about Blood and Mark's killings. Dear Meothis, your wisdom on the matter is greatly appreciated. You have made mention of Blood and Mark in his killings. During my training, Fatebender Callio hinted that much of Blood and Mark's works involve killing off threats before they blossom into genuine problems. So it's curious to hear you second that fact. So, let's say for the sake of argument that I am some Archon. Is it just a matter of time until Blood and Mark is sent to kill me? Should I be making grand displays of loyalty to the court to assuage his suspicions? That sounds like good ideas. Well, well, not really. Well, here's the thing. If I could do anything to reduce the chance of Bloodmark coming after me. That's a good idea. But also, if I'm being, thinking like Roland here for a second, he would probably just trust in the fact that he is the servant of the Overlord, and if Bloodmark can't see that, then he's the one in the wrong. And Kairos would surely not let the Fatebinder perish, right? Because he is a faithful servant of Kairos. So there we go. Cool. Thank you for watching again, and see you next time. Until then, have a good day.